Hey, I'm Katie, half of the Say Yes to the Address team with Chris and Kate. We're best friends, moms, and Long Island realtors sharing real talk on homes, family, and life. Tap subscribe and join us. So when people want to refinance, there's a closing fee, but do you feel like the return on investment on refinancing is better long term?
It certainly can be. What we typically do is we'll take the third-party fees, the fees that you actually pay out, not your escrow account, that's your taxes and insurance, you're just prepaying for yourself. But you take that cost, you divide it by what the monthly savings is, and let's see when you pay yourself back. If you're going to pay yourself back 15 years from now, probably not a good idea. If you're going to pay yourself back within a couple of years, you might want to think about it, because that savings in itself, if you're diligent enough, take that savings, there's your extra payment all the time, right? There's your extra payment per month. Keep making the same payment, but contractually you're obligated to a lower payment. Now you're prepaying a mortgage.
Yeah. So everything is custom based, which is, again, and I know that I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. The reason why you have a real estate team, the reason why you hire an agent, why you work with a lender that partners, and they work together, is because these are the questions that you want to ask. Everything is case by case basis, and really, does it work for you? And my biggest thing that I'm always asking my clients is, what's your return on your investment, your ROI? That is the most important thing that you should be thinking about when you're buying a house. I can't tell you how many people want to buy this big, fancy, redone house, right? Or those flippers. Those are my favorite. I'm like, but everything's nice and done. And I was like, yeah, and all the problems are all hidden.
Right, that's right. Like, behind the walls. What's
behind the walls have some stuff. But now you're overpaying for all that work that was done. Versus, if you were to buy a house that needs to be fixed up over 5 years, like you don't have the kitchen that you want now, but you save a little bit each month and you eventually put the money into it, you'll actually spend less money in the long run.
Yeah, you need to see the potential.
And then your ROI will go up because your equity from the work that you've now done is huge. Where that flipper house, you're not going to see that ROI for a lot longer over time because you paid a higher value for it.
That's right, and a lot of flippers, and not all of them, but some flippers, the work's not great. They use cheaper materials because it's about their ROI, right? So how do they do that? Maybe they get you the builder grade, faucet as compared to something that's a little bit, more your liking.
And quality.
And your quality, exactly. And that helps you because it's about their ROI, it's about your ROI.
And also functionality.
Sure.
Like I've gone into a flipper house, I'm like, why didn't they put the kitchen over here? Because then you'd have this big open space. But I've gone into people's houses where they have flipped it over time. Like I remember walking into one person's house and the functionality just made so much sense. But not only that, they had actually added this pipe thing that goes where the water goes from the sink to over the stove. So when you want to boil a pot of water, you just flip it out and then you turn it,
pot filler.
Right? So sometimes long-term gratification is better because you could have something so much better than that instant, oh, I love this kitchen, or I love this. And it would really work for you and functionality and have everything you want, need, and desire. There is no house that is ever on the market that's 100% you because there's never been a you before. There's been someone similar to you, so you might find 80% of what you're looking for, but you're never going to find 100%. So I always say, buy the house that you can convert into your 100% and get the best ROI in the long run.
Completely agree with you.
So this is a great conversation. I am so happy that you joined us today on Say Yes to the Address with Chris and Kate. Now, if you could just hit that like and subscribe button below, because I know that you loved our conversation today, I greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next time.